I've got a lot of enthusiasm for the Koplu program. It's not Koplu, it's Koplu. Establish that for sure, so get that in your brain, or Kop first. Koplu. I think is a lot of fun. I think that the world needs a little uplifting, and I think this guy can do it. And Life is Beautiful is his theme for a lot of things. He's kind of attached himself to that. It's not the only thing. He actually likes to work in themes, from love and hope or family or that kind of thing, and he'll take off on a tangent. So why do you think he might appeal, or what do you think will attract people that like the work? What do you think, Virginia?
It's happy,
Happy?
shows love.
Colors are bright.
Colors, yeah, colors.
Colors are good, yeah.
The hearts.
Children, they just feel good.
Kids, it's family.
Anything else? What else? I mean, just bringing it out here. Okay, I want to make a real, go ahead, Kevin, yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, you know, when we first brought Robert Bissell, there was a lot of people that thought, well, we can't sell those funny, but.
Not here in the middle of Pacific.
Right. So,
Yeah.
I think it was exciting.
Okay. And what do you think you would say to, what might you ask somebody, how would you get people interested, do you think?
Well, they're gonna stop and look at it, first of all, if something's gonna capture it, then, you know.
Yeah. You'll probably know pretty soon whether it's it's their cup of tea.
Yeah.
One way, they'll go one way or the other with it. Yeah. Okay, you've just been somewhat duped into one point I wanted to make. I didn't start out with saying, this guy's this and this and this. He uses all the here to here. He does this and this and this, and you guys wouldn't have had a word in if I started the lecture. There's gonna be a lecture, don't worry. But that, I wanted to make that point with you also. You got engaged a little bit. I'm getting a little bit of feedback here, and we see where we go from there. I think too many times we start with, he's from Turkey, he's this, he's that, and you're out. So you got involved. Hopefully that gets us off to a good start. I think you're important. I value your feedback, and you people are, astute at judging art and judging people, and knowing what's going on and seeing what people are feeling here. You see it with Aldo a lot. People that connect with Aldo's work really connect with it. Some don't, they walk on by. Some identify with the hawk. Some identify with the mother and child. Some say, that's my wife on the beach right there with the kid. That happens with Aldo. There's a personal connection. And I think the people that connect with this may be a little bit to that degree, except they'll be smiling, where with Aldo maybe they're more nostalgic or whatever. The mood would be upbeat and happy. So thank you for helping me.
Bless you.
And we have really cool video. I'm out of order of all my notes now. A really cool video, and this has been shown in 22 Asian nations, okay, in 2011. All those facts are not that important, but if they like the video, that's great. So a lot of people have seen this video in Asia, and he's been marketed in Asia. According to his writings, he's been marketed in Europe. His publisher is in England. His current publisher is in England. And he's living in Singapore most of the time. And he lives in Vancouver, BC, but he doesn't have a gallery there and doesn't particularly care, he said. But, so anyway, you got this to show. All the galleries will have one of these Love and Hope books. And when you got books like this, either you got money or you got corporate sponsorship for shows. I mean, this was done for an exhibit in Kuala Lumpur and Singapore. And so he had corporate backing and an art gallery in Singapore that backed him on a show, and they do not do this kind of work. They made a big exception. They carry Asian art mostly, and this is totally in left field for them. And they say we specialize in, but they did this for Koplu because I think they see how much their audience would enjoy it. Nancy did a great job of the bio you'll see here, so that's going to be in all the galleries. With right away, as we speak, he is about to release to 5,500 Koplu fans an email saying that he has now joined Lahaina Galleries. So I don't expect, you know, most of them are in Asia. I don't expect the phone to ring off the hook. I don't expect anything other than he's showing his willingness to cooperate with us. And he is very, very much hoping that, you know, we will be a big success with him. I think we have the potential to be a big success with him because I think there's in addition to the originals, I think there's a tremendous possibility of a print program that could be, you know, really, really good. The people that like it are really going to want it. Now, since I'm out of order with everything, anyway, let me talk a little bit about the prints. The prints that we have are all on certificates of edition here. I didn't know that they were all enhanced. Don't say that he does the enhancing. I doubt he does. I don't know. But these are the prints. There are only 50 of them in there. They're big prints, and we're only pricing them at $1,300 or something like that. 50 of them, big prints, and they're
Right.
priced at $1,300 unframed. Okay. But all the price list, everything is out there. I mean, we're just now releasing it. Callie wanted me to hold most things back till today. We weren't going to really do anything in Newport Beach, but for a while we were just going to focus on Front Street, and I do want to just focus on Front Street until after Art of Aloha. There's so much going on with that that I just want to keep the focus here with it here at Front Street until after Art of Aloha, and to see how it goes. I mean, this is an experimental program, and he's supported us well with his efforts, and you know, we spent some money getting this thing going, but we spent a lot of time getting everything going. The publisher is in England, and quite frankly, I think we got a big advantage in the future of his graphics, in that I'm sure that he'll drop that publisher or control things well. I don't think other countries, and particularly European countries, give that much value to Giclée. They started out selling them at really low prices, and we can't even afford to hang a big graphic on the wall for $900. It doesn't work for us, you know. I said, I can't even operate with that. And there are only about 15 of some of the editions of 50. There are only about 15 left. So we're going to start them out at $1,300. Somebody might say, oh, I saw them online for such and such, and I don't even think they can get them. I really don't. Don't worry about it. If it becomes a problem, let me know, but it's not going to be a problem in my opinion. And if it does get to be a problem and we're doing well, I'll go buy them all. We'll get rid of the problem. They should not be sold for less than $1,300 because they're great value at $1,300. And then if we get going, we'll do our own editions. We'll control that, and we'll have smaller pieces for kids' rooms and things like that. And you know, that could really be something that just keeps the fire burning on it, keeps activity going, and I hope you're excited about it. I am. I mean, I think this guy has tremendous potential. And I did talk to a guy the other day who once worked in the David Lee gallery, and all they had was David Lee. He said he loved it. He absolutely loved it. He knew within 3 or 4 minutes whether or not he had a chance to sell anything, because that's what he had. They either liked it or didn't. And I think it would be a pretty quick study with this guy also. If they like it, they're really going to like it, and they're going to latch onto it, and you're going to have fun selling it. It'll be an upbeat conversation, and if you'll let them run with it, they'll probably run with it and start talking, and they'll talk about how it makes them feel and why it's so attractive to them and where it would go and all of that. I think so. If it works, it's really going to be great. So, since I'm out of order, among the things, and you people mentioned it, that come out of him is love and dreams and passion, beliefs, thoughts, wishes. All this stuff is written somewhere, but you got to get in there and study and see what sinks into your brain and see what connects with people, and prepare yourself for this. But don't prepare yourself to lecture. Prepare yourself to involve the customer. This is very involving art, in my opinion. They're not going to just stand there with their mouth open. I think they're going to want to talk about it and how it makes them feel and everything. And he does, even though it's love and hope and all of that, there's also some edge to it sometimes, and it becomes a conversation piece. If there's the love part, there's the longing or the fear and all of that, and you can feel that in some of it too. And there's the hope. And in this video, a little girl says, you know, it makes me feel like my dreams can come true. That's really great. He's, in the video, he shows, okay.
We gotta get that on video.
Yeah. He shows,
Nice.
him painting with his painted shirt, all, you know, he's got all these colorful things all over his shirt, and he's got another pair of pants that's all painted that way. He's got a cat on his back while he's painting in one of the things. And the video is so much fun because they go through, they have a painting party like we've done, and it's hearts and butterflies. They're just wonderful, you know, you see them floating across the sky, the clouds are dreams, the hearts are showing love, you got the family in there, all of this stuff just adds up to sales. No. But in the video, they go through, and it's all in Asia. In Singapore, they speak English, so they don't have the funny accents. So they show going into a home and how this family has incorporated their art into their home. They show it in an office and how it adds to the atmosphere of an office, and they show it in a child's room. It's nicely done, you know, and without being totally commercial, but it's very helpful to show that. So maybe we show that sometime. We used to show videos all the time, and I think if we do get it on your iPad, you can just say, hey, sit down on the couch and look at this, and let them do it. And I think it's worthwhile to give that a go. And they're not going to call up a gallery in Singapore to get anything, so you don't have to worry about that. And while I'm thinking about it, I mean, I went in looking hard for stuff, and I found this gallery in Toronto that must have had 25 Koploos on their website and a big presentation. So I fussed about it. He said, Jim, 2 years ago, I took all my paintings back. For 2 years, I've been trying to get them off the website. They're still there. What can I do? Yeah. And he had a funny thing about commissions, and I mean, he'll essentially do them, and you can read it, but basically he said, I'm not so good at commissions. I don't know. He said, I'm not so good. I have a certificate for not being so good, he said. Yeah. He's, I haven't met him, and I've only heard his voice on the video, haven't spoken to him, but he and his wife are a team. I think it's getting warm in here. The wife does a lot of things administratively for him. They have a very nice website, easy to find, so you can look on there and see that. There is a study guide. I want everybody to take a study guide, study it, and I don't want you to keep it forever. I do want to come back to the gallery and keep a supply of them there so that we already have. It's not really intended for a customer to see. It wouldn't be harmful, I don't think, but it is something that will be great, and there's a page in the back if you want to make notes. You can make notes in there, which I did, and I will glance over and see if there's anything I want to focus on here.
I actually have 24 of them, so everybody can have one.
I don't want you keeping them forever, though.
I don't know, why not?
I want to always be at the gallery, and I'm worried about that. But you don't. If you're gonna keep it, you're not gonna read it every day. So you know, take it home, read it, and you always know you can read some more at the gallery. Nobody's gonna sit at home and read this every night and watch television. So I'd rather you not keep it and throw it away. So I will mention now the facts, what his background is. As a little child, he's on his mother's back looking over her shoulder, and she's a weaver. Taught him about designs and color.
Where's he from?
He is from Turkey. He's from Turkey. He grew up, so that's where his mind started churning with color and designs. He went to college to study mining and engineering rocks and soil. And there was a lot of political turmoil at the time in the 80s. And in that political turmoil, Chris, who is now texting, for the last time.
Guaranteed he's closing a sale right now.
Yeah, anyway, so with the political turmoil, he just couldn't stay interested in dirt and rocks, and he became a political cartoonist. A cartoonist not doing funny things, but some dark and some humorous, but all political. He won 25 awards as a national and international awards for being a cartoonist. He started a cartoon school. And all of that means you got a guy that will never want for ideas. I mean, a person who has to draw a cartoon every day for a newspaper, Turkish Daily News, is somebody that's got a very active mind. And this mind now is not so concerned about the political turmoil. The mind now is a guy that's always joking around and happy. And even some of his friends have said to him, "Why are you always so, joking around about everything?" And he, it's the way he is now. And he says there's an inner child in all of us, and almost everybody suppresses that inner child. I'm letting my inner child keep going. So he's a happy guy who's always joking around, and if they get serious, he won't. So anyway, that's what I read out of his current personality. He's very well traveled. Like I say, he's all over Europe, raised in Turkey, and living in Asia. He's quite a guy. So let me just glance right quick. His publisher is in England, like I said. They're called Buckingham Fine Arts or something like that. He believes that humor is one of the most effective ways to open minds and raise consciousness. Happiness, joy, humor, and love are really huge in his works. It's all in here. You can all study it, but you can't just read it once. You're really going to have to apply it yourself. Here are some selling points. The quality of the work. The work is done oil on canvas. Everything's nice and smooth in the backgrounds, and the palette knife comes out for the figures and for the details. So you got the combination of a smooth, flat surface, and the palette knife comes out when he does the figures in there. Positive vibe, energy, love, and an edge or two sometimes. We feel the mood of his people. We want to support these people. We're on their side. You identify with them. You go into their world, and you want these guys to make it. And you feel what they're feeling. Another good word. They are adorable, and these are just little characters. And there's a write up here about how the women have large bosoms and motherly and all of this stuff. And there's some. Quote some really good art critics in here. If you're into that, there's some nice quotes in there, and maybe you can put them into a plain language, or maybe you just let somebody real smart read them and say, this is what's going on here. But adorable is a really good thing, and I would encourage that word for his work. It's life, love, happiness, hope, and wonder. What is your word, Chris? So they're very affordable for the size and quantity. Nobody's asked the price. That's a good thing, actually. It's
We
kind
knew
of a good
that
price. You already know.
1300
Because we accidentally
How much is an original?
released all the figures a long time ago.
How much are the original?
Yeah, they're in the $12,000 range, mostly
It's not
$13,000.
bad.
They're wonderful conversation pieces. Your friends and neighbors will definitely notice. Anybody that walks into your home is going to notice this work. No question. Warm-hearted colors. They are about life and its journey, and people will identify with this life journey. Ask why the work attracted the customer, and they will describe what appeals to them. The joy the work will bring. Point out the joy the work will bring. And the other thing is, once you've seen a Koplu, and this is true of a lot of art, like Robert Watson, once you've seen a Robert Watson, you know that's a Robert Watson. When you've seen a Koplu, you know that's a Koplu. And so he's very identifiable and marketable in that manner. Are there any, do you want me to read one of these? And dream is power, Koplu says also. Artists, lots of things in here to read, and there was a lot of work put into this, so I would appreciate your part in doing your part to learn this, use this, and refer to it from time to time. So if you want to keep it 6 weeks, that'd be all right.
Turn it
So we
together
will-
when you're done.
Yeah, and you, yeah, Nancy.
Tell me what his wife said about the new drink that
Oh, the biggest, they went on this 2-week trip or something like this to Vietnam, and I don't know, all over the place they went. Korea, South Korea, they went to, and all that. And the wife, who, I don't know if she's whimsical or what, but she wrote back and said, and we did this, and we did this. But the biggest thing ever is
Kapalu learned to drink margarita, and that was now a big event in their life that he has learned to drink
She said
margarita.
she didn't know if that was a good thing or not. We left
So
that part out.
we have a number of these books. There is also a white book that we will probably confiscate here because I just don't have that many more of those. But these, when you got books done like this, we don't do books like this for an exhibition. It's a pretty big deal, and he's got a lot of success back there in the Orient, and we can make him much more successful here.
Are those books available for gifting?
No, not right now. And we're not giving them away. We're gonna write gallery copy on there and all of that, and I'll send one to all the galleries that have them, so. Okay, or any other questions, or any questions? And what's next?
Pass those out right quick.